All right, welcome to the Fall Asleep Fast course. I'm so excited to help you be able to improve your sleep and ultimately improve your life, have more energy, and get more things done. And in this very first lesson, we're going to cover some basic things that you need to know about in order for you to be able to get the most out of your investment in this program so that by the end of it, you actually get what it is that you came here to get, which is the ability to fall asleep very quickly, effortlessly, without having to do much of anything at all. So let's begin. Now to start, I want to talk about something that I teach to all of my students, and it's the 80-20 rule. And what this means is that in any course or program or thing that you're studying, 20% of the information will give you 80% of the results. So in this course, all I'm going to be focusing on is giving you that key 20% of the information that you need in order for you to get the most results as quickly as possible. Because when it comes to sleep, there's unlimited amounts of information that we could be talking about, and we could go on for hours and hours and hours about all kinds of things that are completely irrelevant to you being able to fall asleep fast. So I promise in this course to stay focused on only that key 20% of the information that you need. So remember that as we go forward. Okay, now anytime you're learning something new, it's always going to be a matter of taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. But with sleep, this applies double. So as we move forward, I want you to always remember that as you're applying the techniques and the information that you're going to learn in this program, your progress will likely look like that. It'll be 2 steps forward and 1 step back. So the key is that when you take that back step, you don't freak out. You realize that it's part of the process. And you understand that even though you took 1 step back, you still took 2 steps forward. So that's progress. And the more you can become comfortable with that occasional back step, the less and less it will affect you, and the more confident you'll become. And that will actually propel your results forward. So you can actually make that back step actually make you more efficient and get better results in the end. And we're going to talk about how to do that moving forward. So just always remember 2 steps forward, 1 step back, no problem. As long as you're making forward progress, that's all that matters. Now, by the end of the course, the goal, of course, is for you to be able to fall asleep fast. But overall, more importantly, what our goal is for you to have what I call sleep confidence. And sleep confidence is when you arrive at that point where you are 100% sure in your ability to fall asleep, so much so that you don't even think about it anymore. Your bedtime comes, you go lay down, you fall asleep, you stay asleep through the night, you wake up feeling great, and you don't think about it. That's how good sleepers sleep. They never think about, okay, how am I going to fall asleep? How well am I going to sleep tonight? They just simply go to bed, fall asleep, and then wake up the next day and continue on with their life without ever thinking about sleep at all because they're confident in their ability to sleep, or they've just never even thought about it. So our goal is to get you to that point of sleep confidence where you no longer think about sleep. It's just something that happens automatically for you, and you can move on with the rest of your life. Now, very importantly, I want to talk with you about the concept of self-forgiveness, because many times when we have sleep issues, we tend to get down on ourselves. We tend to beat ourselves up, maybe say mean things to ourselves, or just treat ourselves poorly overall. And this can become worse once you're really tired and have a lot of fatigue, because anyone who's tired will automatically become more aggressive towards themselves and others. So one key thing to remember throughout this entire course is self-forgiveness. And I want you to start right now forgiving yourself for anything you may have said to yourself or did to anybody else, or for any negative emotions that you've attached to this whole problem of not being able to sleep well. And I want you to be able to say to yourself, you know what, right now, no matter what happened in the past, I forgive myself, I forgive everybody else who was involved in this, and I'm going to start with a clean slate moving forward. I'm not going to blame myself, I'm not going to blame anybody else. And I'm just going to have an open mind and an open heart and start fresh right now. So keep that in mind as we move forward. Okay, with that said, we've reached the end of the first lesson. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Just some basic things to keep in mind to help you get the best results possible in the rest of the course. And I look forward to seeing you on the next lesson.